let's actually break it down, right? Team UYU versus Good 8 Squad. This is going to be a little bit of a problem, I feel like, for Good 8 Squad, just going into it from the away side, just off of that. But in terms of the skill, near evenly matched.
Yes, I actually think, yes, skill-wise, you look at Oil King's accolades and achievements, he's up there with them. DCQ, the last year and a half, as good as anyone in the world, arguably #1 Urian if you look at him and Shuto in contention. I mean, NL, when that guy turns up, it is long for anyone. And then Xian, a former EVO champion, incredibly sneaky with those Seth setups. But then you have the most consistent team from Japan here representing in the Good 8 Squad, Gachikun, Hugera, Kawano, and Dogura. All of these guys with incredibly high win percentages throughout the season, apart from Kawano, who was going through a character crisis. But guess what? He just won EVO. I think he can be afforded a dip in form. What kind of caliber is this? And they're going to reveal they're away from home. And Kawano's making his debut.
And they
the
shall
EVO
deliver.
champion turns up, and it's not going to be Luke. It's going to be straight up my EVO champion winning character. Kawano steps up to the plate with Kolin. And the response to that from UYU, they are the #1 seed, so they play at home, is going to be Xian with Seth. Now, what were the other two matches? We'll get to those shortly. What about this pick?
Before we even talk about this, did you notice that they decided to put Pugera on the bench this time around?
Very
That is a huge deal,
Very
considering how well Pugera has been performing throughout the entirety of not even just this weekend, but throughout the entire group stage, right? But going in with Kawano, I get that. We have to see him play. I think his Kolin is more than ready to take on anybody really in the stadium, or even like within a maybe 100-mile radius. Who knows? But
it's crazy to think they've got this far. They've weathered the storm of being 20-0 down against Team UK, Team Mouse, coming back to that. They then won two sets in a row, 2 matches in a row to close out the set today, and they haven't used the Kawano.
I agree. It might be a little cold, but
no, I don't think it's cold. I just think for me, it's just like the strength and depth of this team is insane, bro.
That's true.
You're the EVO champion just sitting on a bench, and then you get to the grand finals and you whip him out. I mean, what a statement that is in terms of, hey, you think you've got a strong team? Counter pick this, baby, and that's what they've just done.
We had a taste of that with Team Mouse also falling in shacks like that as well.
Agreed.
Could have just the same effect. But this is what it is right now. It's going to be Seth versus Kolin. It's going to be in the hands of Xian and Kawano going up against each other. This is going to be Team US versus Team Japan.
It's grand final time, baby. Let's go!
Let's go. So one thing to consider, that V trigger 2, Xian is absolute master of control with that. Kawano, with Kolin, her V reversal is a movement. It could be a problem. Or you could have a counter for it. So it might be a problem more for Kawano than it is for Seth.
I saw Xian having troubles in casuals versus some of the Ed player. It might have been Apex Fidelity. Earlier in the week with that V reversal against the V trigger, you know, those moving V reversals, but he's got some setups specifically for that as well. Don't be fooled. Oh, big whip, well punished. Kawano looking as warm as you can.
All punches, considering she's the ice queen. Kawano, just the amount of control that he has, his whip punishing has been absolutely ridiculous since we've met him.
Gonna see V trigger too.
What's going to be the activation round, right?
Oh, that should have been
EX.
EX. Oh,
no punish from Xian.
V-skill, yeah, missed his button, I think. Dashes? You kidding me?
Nice.
Dashes into a fierce punch. Doesn't activate the V-trigger.
Over for Oki.
Oh, good button. That's a dead Seth.
More than enough damage. If it doesn't close out here, the arm bar, without a doubt. So much damage.
It's a great button against Seth in this matchup. You can't do the legs or the hands without spacing it perfectly. 4 frames.
Yep.
Really good button. It's an interesting choice of matchup here.
It's a great counter control as well.
Oh, answers! I'm talking about the punish on block. This guy's got punishes on whiff. Making it whiff with the EX here. And Kawano off to another great start. Good lord, does he look good.
You see how he's just standing there in certain instances. He's waiting for the counter hit.
Yeah, in combo. Thanking heavens that was nerfed. The anti-F8 was placed by Xian. Don't approach. That standing short is the equalizer so far in this set.
Starting to get a big read on Xian. Anytime he lands a hit like that, counting heavy kick, he knows that he wants to move forward. He's caught him twice with that sequence thus far. He can still check.
There you go.
Yep.
Where you going?
Yep. Oh, not spinning the meter. Not even EX Hekatonkaris. He just wants to go for raw aggression. Does get the opener. Hekatonkaris there. Dash up twice. Gets the bait on the throw. And Xian back in the hot seat. Gets that round. But look at the amount of meter he just built for himself.
I mean, I don't need my V-trigger to win me the round, baby. You can escape it all you want. I'm ready for layer 2 and 3, says Xian as he equalizes here.
I mean, that was the bait, right? He's like, I want you to feel my V-trigger too. In fact, I want you to make that movement escape. Hekatonkaris. Dashes over. Oh, you can still roundhouse that.
Not too bad, though. Not too bad. Ooh.
With punish on the side of Kawano.
Yeah, Kawano needs to reset. Oh, it's so damn good. Has him down. Delayed wake up again, just walks into a space where that short connects. Look at this. You cannot get hit here, Xian.
I would say,
there.
even if it's off of a light, the damage shouldn't be too bad, but it is. It absolutely is. Trying to retain that pressure too. Jump back jab. Excellent choice from Kawano.
Yes, you see the adaptation on the fly there. Not going to the stand heavy as it.
Oh, that could have been a big confirm.
Oh, were you trying to run away? Where you going, baby?
Oh. What's the mix? What side is it?
Oh,
he just stood there.
in front.
He's standing there.
Are you kidding me?
Menacingly.
Are you kidding me? Is it going to be left, right, center, middle? I ain't going nowhere, baby. I'm staying right here.
Literally just stood there.
He mixed himself, bro. He mixed himself.
Exception.
Wait, what?
That's what it is. He legit stood there.
He did nothing.
Stood him, glared him in the eye. He's like, you're gonna get hit by this.
I love that. I love the fact that he just stood there and just waited for some kind of escape attempt. And it just happened to hit, and there you go, Xian. Despite what was a very competent performance there from Kawano, and by the way, you're not character locked in this setting, guys. He can switch characters. He's gone straight back for Kolin, and I agree, because he's looking good. But the moments that mattered, Xian made them count. Standing short, he's got to be a bit more wary of it. He ran into a number of them. Especially when he has me. Oh, I just said it.
Yeah, even outside of that range, after a block, medium punch, it is going to be Kolin's turn, but Xian trying to take advantage of that by throwing, or at least trying to switch it.
Ooh, did he get the trip recovery on that?
Back throw.
So sharp.
Interruption.
Gonna be a wrestle.
No, he's going to check that.
Oh, that worked out. I think that was one of the setups specifically for it.
It was, but the second part of it actually didn't get out. But the idea is there.
Surviving trigger too. When you see already the air-to-air is the answer.
That's fine. It's totally fine for Kawano. Anytime Axe can
Oh, there it is. Dude, how many times now?
I think like 5 or 6. It's been so solid with Kawano, the way he's been placing himself in preparation for any sort of normal, preemptive normal, or even like as a whip punish. That standing light kick has gotten so much mileage, especially with the amount of meter that Kawano's been building.
No, you're not catching me with that twice. Says Kawano. Baits out of stand throw.
Menacing delay. Let it snow.
Again, it's the choice to do the delayed wake up from Xian, but he's one hit away from stun. It's going to be stun here.
How many times?
Will survive, but it's going to be one guess away from dying right now. Spends the meter. Max damage, gets the game. It's a meaty. I mean, the V-Trigger isn't really the hugest threat right now. I'm not sure. We'll see. I could prove wrong. Here it comes. No reversal yet.
Overhead.
Overhead. Shut your mouth, F-word. Here we go.
Look at the corner carry on that. V-skill, EX hectaton carries. Watch out for a throw and then a sequence. Tick throw. He thought the same thing.
Xian,
Are you dead? No. Can he build enough? Can he build enough for critical art? Crouch jab. Oh, he doesn't have enough off the uppercut. He got the counter hit. Meaty stand light kick. Kawano thought he could get out with the button press. Xian looking to close it out here on match point with a full stick of butter. That's critical art on deck.
Ooh, that works out though. Stand heavy just whiffing and gets the recovery on the axe kick. Kawano off to a good start this round. Goes for the meaty again. Jump back anti-air, but
he ran into it. That's huge. Look at the corner carry. Dash up twice.
Oh,
the parry.
the damage.
Even bigger damage. Let it snow. There's the throw. Back. Let's reset the situation. Another one. Rock bottom.
Is it going to be over here? Xian can't get hit. One crouching short into EX and he's dead. Oh, big whiff.
Oh, he tried to dash forward.
Checks the dash. Xian can't get in. He's looking for a way. Plus frames.
He turns after that spin kick. Watch out for the trigger.
More space. Yeah, doesn't want to do it on block. Oh my goodness! Kawano, please! Kawano, please! He has utilized that standing short to incredible effect. The margin for error on Xian is completely unforgiving. I mean, the amount of times he's done, I'm counting 6 or 7 right now, Vicious. Standing short is
7?
It must be. He has utilized it so well. That neutral game, I mean, the wake-up game is clearly a massive problem for Kolin in this matchup, but that neutral game is causing all sorts of problems. He needs an answer. One apiece.
I feel like that even impressed Pugera. He even split his hair apart to be like, damn, that was good. He had to look at that again.
Oh, and now we're introducing stand heavy.
We haven't seen that yet, have we?
No.
Only like once.
Dude, he's flexing now. He's playing so good. Good lord, the reads as well.
Yeah, real chilly.
That's a big read. He shifts out of there. Shit, the button stopped early. Okay, the early axe kick stops the jump anti-air. The button though, checks it.
Oh, that's huge.
Beautiful
What a
buffer
confirm. into the V skill. That's no easy feat. I thought it would just be like maybe a spin kick, but he's so on it with his buffer choices.
Activation though. Spin the bar. Oh, that's it. I think that's a dead step, is it? Big damage incoming.
One more.
Two. Yes, it is.
Icicle Spear right through the cold robot's heart.
Away from home, counting for very little right now, as Kawano gets his team the first game point.
He's stealing turns. Back-to-back roundhouse spinning kick.
Standing short of that. Yeah, right. Oh, it's that dash that he threw in earlier though, which just caused some hesitation. Shit, needs to change up here. He's not been able to get the party started. Then the parry, the EX parry, the normal parry, reset the situation. Oh, he's changing the answers. This adaptation on the fly, the Evo champion. Here confirmed, Xian's in big trouble now.
If he gets thrown, it's done.
Yeah, this is it. Oh, it's the wrong bet.
If you bet on the EX uppercut, you're stunned as well. Kawano striking first in the heart of Team UYU, getting those 10 points of Good 8 squad.
And that attempt to kind of like nullify their pick of putting Kawano first with Kolin hasn't gone according to plan. I could see why they went with Xian there. I could see what works for them. I do wonder though, even though he got that great round to come back with that V-Trigger 2, I do wonder if V-Trigger 1 might be the better choice there for Kolin with her limited defensive options, with the pressure you can continue to put her on, with the plus frames. But it's too late, too little, too late now. The Evo champion exacts the revenge and gets the win, and
You were talking about utilizing V-Trigger 2 just now with Kolin, right? I think.
No. With Seth, I'm talking about utilizing V-Trigger 1.
Oh, I see.
I wonder if that might be the better choice. I mean, as we're seeing, he did get mileage out of V-Trigger 2, though. We can't talk like he didn't.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it was so hard to even get a clean sequence against Kawano, the spacing that he's been playing at, right? Even if Xian was trying to fish for a counter poke, it was always Kawano who managed to get the better half of that exchange. Majority because of that standing light kick. How many times has he landed that due to the fact that his spacing was just a lot cleaner? But again, I think either way, the trigger selection, I don't think that would have been any sort of like minor change-up, in my opinion.
Agreed. And we've seen some really impressive defensive choices from Kawano as well. I mean, that standing short just kept hitting. Good lord, so good. But yeah, defensive choices, when in block stun, went on wake up. I mean, we saw him lose it as well, but he really had to read on some of Xian's strings in the end there. Look at that counter hit confirmed. This for the kill. Bang, bang, boom, boom. So
good too.
Unforgiving.
900 health on Seth. That entire sequence is so high damaging. It's so unforgiving. You cannot skip a beat. You cannot even give him any sort of leeway because if you get that opening and he counter hit, and we've seen the kind of counter poke game Kawano can deliver.